Hello everyone, welcome back to ahareoverahill. I'm Hare. Today I am bringing you, for the MtG Arena's timeless format, a combo deck, Aetherflux Reservoir combo deck. A few years ago, I might have it listed down below, of this combo deck. Uh, over the years, I've updated it and found that I've actually quite enjoyed it quite a bit. The deck is pretty simple in what it actively is wanting to do. It plays out, trying to play out as many cards as possible with Aetherflux um, to gain as much life, then to ping your opponent. Most versions of the deck just relies on playing a bunch of Cheerios combined with maybe a paradoxical outcome and then just chaining them. This deck is more based off of a paradox engine with mass energy style. So you see, with that, I'm playing a number of mana rocks, Power Stone Shard, Midnight Clock, Mind Stone, Mox Opal to start generating a bunch of mana, using Paradox Engine to uh, start untapping them in mass to start using them again. Um, Combined with things such as energy refactor to draw a card on, energy refactor and spare supplies to draw a card on entering the battlefield. Um, Midnight Clock to potentially shuffle back a bunch of cards and draw a whole new 7. Um, abusing abusing a lot of the extra mana them generating with paradoxical outcome by just, oh yeah, let me return Mark's Opal, let me return the Refractor, the Spare Supplies, the Mind Stone, return all these back to the hand, recast them, and start abusing them. Um, then I play four Ponders and four Preordains. This is a relatively new addition. Uh, it starts helps digging through the deck a little bit quicker there and through things like the refractor and spare supplies, the Seagate restoration. Um, Half the time I play it as a land, but this is definitely one of those situations that uh, you can definitely get up to 3. The side deck, I most commonly do this as a best of 1, but this can be definitely a best of 3. Definitely have your side deck. I did not optimize the side deck for that. The biggest thing is originally I was playing a Khan the Great Creator in the main, with more paradox engines and reservoirs, but I've been finding that this Khan is not where I want it to be in the main deck. So just playing the 2 reservoirs and the 2 engines in the main works for me half the time. Most of the main deck is 6 islands, with 4 fetches to go and dig for them, uh, 4 Seed of the Synod, uh, acting as another artifact. Yeah, I can't really return them with outcome, but it counts towards Opal. Inventor's Fair to dig for the engine and the reservoir, and 4 polluted deltas again to search out the islands. But yeah, this is the deck overall. It's when I don't always have the best win outcome with it because there are decks that just outspeed me. But it is one of those things that can absolutely steamroll people. But yeah, let's get into an actual game and I'll catch you all in just a moment. And here we go. Okay, this is not a perfect open hand. I can actually do this. The main thing is that I had 1 land, not 2 land, and a lot. Like, I just could not get into anything that I properly needed. Returning the refractor was mostly because the biggest thing is end of the battlefield, draw a card. That is its primary component in this deck. So uh, the fixing isn't as needed in this deck as because really the Seagate restoration is the most blue intensive thing, and by the time I want to activate that side of that card, like what's the point kind of thing. At that I have so much going on mana wise, it's not worth not playing. So, and why I like Midnight Clock is really provides me that when it starts getting into the mid game, when it's like, I look at all this mana that I have, I can just pump it into the Midnight Clock. Play the blah 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 blah. Play the Power Stone. Play the Significant Power Stone Shard, and play the instead of cracking the Frost supplies, is play the Senkit supplies. The biggest thing is the paradoxical outcomes. Is if I can return those, I can get a bigger feed off of them in the long term. So, and this is the deck that you want to make sure that you are in control of what you're actively tapping, because you don't want to tap down your lands. Definitely if they are like one of your only blue sources. Definitely in the mid game. Okay, so this is starts getting into activate the preordain, resolve all. Actually, gotta do the refractor first. Play, tap, tap. Resolve all. Tap, tap. Tap for blue, tap for colorless. This is where a lot of the weirdness of this strategy comes in. Like, what resources are you willing to use at this point? I'm willing to crack the spare supplies when needed. Oh, tap for the blue, tap for the colorless, resolve all, activate the spare supplies, act the polluted delta for an island. I'm gonna really take, this is a problem now because I went through a lot of things and I didn't exactly end up with anything that I directly needed in the moment. Cancel, tap blue. Activate, resolve that, shuffle it back into the deck. And here we go. We can actually start triggering off everything again. Had all the extra mana that I actually needed to start going into keep blue. Look at the top three. I want the refractor in the moment. Decline to do that. Tap for the blue. Then ponder again. I'm gonna shuffle the deck. Yep, go for the blue, activate, and it's just start the. Yep, and activate the reservoir, and there we go. Admittedly, I got lucked out a little bit there with how I did things, but as we were going, like when I was getting low on mana, you were seeing that I was like, oh, I'm about to touch the islands, like my lands. Let's tap the midnight clock and try to get that reactivated on by itself, using that blue mana. That gave me enough to like, let's see where this line goes. You're storming off. This is a storm deck at the end of the day. So, let's get into the next match, shall we? Okay. This is an odd key. Because Taunt 1 preordained, Taunt 2 Inventor's Fail into Spare Supplies to draw a card. I think I can make this work, but it's gonna be one of the tougher things going on. So, let's see how it goes. Okay, so we get into a second spare. Yeah, supplies. I am fine with this actually. Because we are digging ourselves into we are eventually getting into more. Oh, this is not good. There goes a. This is gonna be a. We really have to make sure we watch what is being hit. Okay. Inventor's Fail. Energy Refractor. Pass the taunt there. Opal counts as one of the like artifacts, and with the Inventor's Fail. Oh, there goes one Paradox. And, excuse me, and 2 shots hit the grave as well. So this is gonna be a tough fight to fight up against. Mark's Opal. Spare supplies. Moon's Mind Stone. There goes the sinking Okay, so this is where hitting things like midnight clock is gonna be very important. Um, how do I exactly want? Actually, crack the inventor's fail. Midnight clock. The biggest thing is if I can get midnight clock actively rolling with this, this is gonna actively turn into I'm gonna be happy with this because midnight clock can shuffle back everything that was thrown into the graveyard there, allowing me to get a few things rolling. But the Azoi is gonna be a real tough nut to crack here because yeah, definitely with the Scoot Swarm because that's just gonna create that's gonna eventually that will just turn into yeah, this is just turning into a lot of things that can actively get a lot of experience counters and just turn Azoi into a big wreck. So tap, tap, tap this. Tap for blue, play out, tap for blue, play the Mind Stone, discarding 3 cards. Goodbye to the island because that's not gonna be as needed. Gonna say goodbye to 2 energy refractors because it's mostly the supplies could potentially draw, but we are running into a progressive issue here of I'm down to 9 cards in deck. Yeah. I'm reading the situation here that I'm at 25. They have more than enough creatures on the battlefield alone that trying to make this deck work, they could do an outright swing. I have no protections from that. The Azoi was one thing, but then the Scoot Swarm on top of it. Granted, the Hedron Crab made little sense there. So, but yeah, let's get into the second game, shall we? Third game. Uh, let's see. So, Turn 1 has nothing. Turn 2, Mind Stone. Turn 3, Shard. I think I can potentially. This is gonna be an awkward keep. Okay, so I was like slightly worried there because I was lacking a little bit of blue mana, which would rely a little bit of really requiring the refractors. Okay, got me a little bit confused. I guess this is token deck, but a Hare parent with an Ocelot hide. Yeah. Okay, Seed of the Synod, Power Stone Shard, into the Refractor. Oh, into a second shard, so, Inventor's Fail is gonna, is it a matter of, 3 about, yeah, it's a Metalcraft based requirement. It wouldn't matter, I thought it might have been 3 or 4, but even with the Seed of the Synod. Shards. Got Ponder here. Excuse me. Decline. Refractor. Holy shit. Play this. But the opponent has more going on with their field. Shuffle. Yeah, and the opponent's got it from here. Nick, the opponent, Nick, let's see here, yeah, Nick, alone I was at 7, they had 8 tokens, I had nothing that could do anything. I really needed the Reservoir out on the field. But yeah, that was everything. Leave your thoughts about the deck down in the comment section down below. Nick, also gonna be down there is a in the description should also be the last time I did a this reservoir deck that I did. It should have one of my last deck profiles that I did, and oddly enough, I I don't advertise it a lot, but I do have an Instagram. I don't update a whole lot. I probably should, but yeah, I do like daily life stuff primarily. Um, so yeah, if you leave your thoughts down in the comments down below of what you thought of the deck, probably areas that I might need for improvement on it. But yeah, I'll catch you around, folks.